Hi everyone. So for this video, we are going to discuss part one of this chapter, which is accrued expenses and prepaid expenses. So in this Cambridge syllabus, this is one chapter. Usually, I don't know for some textbooks, but the textbook we're using in school, it's chapter 11. And the other name for this is actually other payables and other receivables. So if you based on experience, for teaching this subject for a long time, this is one of the topics in accounting where students really somehow struggle the most. So let's start. I hope this video will help you understand this topic in a different approach than your teachers. First of all, here the question is, why do we need to record accruals and prepayments? So it is very necessary to make adjustments to accounting records in order to present a more accurate view of the profit and loss of the business and the financial position of the business. And we usually do this at the end of the financial year. So if you recall your basic accounting, and we look at expenses, expenses are actually very easy to record. All right. So let's say we have to pay rent amounting to, let's say, um, $100, right? So very simple journal entry. We just debit rent expense, and credit bank, okay, of 100. And then, of course, this will affect two ledgers, and I'm going to represent them in a T account. So this will affect two ledgers, namely your rent expense ledger and your cash book or your bank account. Most IGCSE questions when they ask about accrual questions, it's mostly concentrated on this chapter only and not really mix it up with you preparing the cash book part. It's mostly you preparing ledgers of certain expenses and income accounts. All right. So going back here, we record rent on the debit side. So that's 100. And on the credit is your bank. All right. If it's a formal ledger, then there will be details there. So um, if, let's say, this is January 31, then your date for this first ledger will be January 31, and the details will be the opposite account, which is bank. I'm so sorry for the lack of space. All right. But generally, this is how we record the expenses. Okay. So if you look at that, that's actually a very simple um, illustration of what or how to record expenses. But that is not always the case, right? So, why do we really need to record accruals and prepayments? So, sometimes in reality, you do not always pay for expenses the day that you actually, um, you know, um, paid or not paid for them, but it's not you don't record the expenses immediately the day you consume it. For example, the day today is January 31 and you're paying, and your electricity for January is $200. It doesn't mean that when you get the bill, you will go immediately to your to the electricity company and pay the bill, right? Sometimes you do it the next day. And that is why we record accrual. So if we start with accruals is actually defined as, let's go a little bit here. I don't want to give you the book explanation, but some of just the few tips here and there of the different accounts. So if you look at the definition of accruals, what does it say? Accrued expenses are expenses due but not yet paid, and it is considered as a current liability because, okay, you haven't paid for it as of this month, but the next month you really have to pay for it. So it becomes your liability. Now, going back, so we have to take note of the following. Accrued expenses, technically, what is the meaning of accrued expenses? It's just your expenses paid late, or yeah, paid later. You're just late in paying it. That's why it becomes your liability. How about current assets? Current assets, prepaid expenses is a current asset. Why? Because it's the opposite of your accrued expenses. These are expenses that you paid in advance. All right. So there's two other accruals and prepayments here, which is the accrued income and the prepaid income, but we will not discuss it for this video. So just take note, for this video, we will concentrate on accrued expenses and prepaid expenses. And again, accrued expenses are expenses paid later, which becomes your current liability. And prepaid expenses are expenses paid in advance, which is obviously your current asset. Okay, I hope you took note of those um, important key ideas there. All right. So in the IGCSE accounting curriculum, you will be required to prepare ledgers. And it is very important that you know where to place the beginning balances of the ledgers for these accounts. Okay? So any expense that was paid in advance is an asset. And you know, assets are always debit. All right. And then how about accrued expenses? They are current liabilities. And as any type of liability, it's always on the credit. Okay. So we carry on. What is an accrual? Now we're going to focus on accrued expenses only. So an accrual is an amount that is already due or outstanding. So in exam questions, how will you know it's an accrual? The key ideas will always be there's due, there's outstanding. Okay? When you see those words, it will tell you, it's a prompt in your brain that these are unpaid at the accounting period, and you have to consider it as an accrual. All right. So, by definition, okay, by definition, accrued expenses is a benefit or a service that had been received during the accounting period, but this benefit or service has not been paid for by the end of that period. That's why I explained earlier that accrued expenses are expenses paid later. Okay, you didn't pay for it immediately, but you already got the service. For example, best example will always be your rent, your electricity. If you rent a space in a mall, for example, you will get the billing, let's say you will get the billing at the end of the month, so you already got the benefit, you already used the space in the mall, or electricity, you already use the electricity for the whole month, but the bill will only be received by you at the end of the month, and that's why sometimes there's delay in payment. Okay, let's continue. So examples of accrued expenses: we have salaries outstanding but not yet paid, wages due but not yet paid, telephone expenses due but not payment received the next financial year, or all other expenses due but not yet paid. In short, what's the keyword here? Not yet paid. That's why it becomes a current liability. Okay, so to give you a quick look at the journal entry, this is the journal entry of an accrued expense. So this is actually, the example here is not really a IGCSE question, but it's a very simple, straightforward question telling you exactly, okay, that this is an accrued expense. So, for example, salary expenses due but not yet paid of 500. So you have to record salary expenses of 500 and accrued expenses of 500. Of course, the expenses here will increase your expenses in the income statement, and your accrued expenses will increase your current liability in the income statement. If you recall my first example about the rent, if all went very simple, there's no, and you paid it immediately. If this was paid immediately, then the journal entry would have been simple. You just debit salaries and credit bank. All right? But this was not the case. You paid it later. That's why instead of crediting bank, you credit accrued